Before sunrise, we headed south to the city of Uzme to pick up Leon, our guide. The tour company had arranged for a small local restaurant to open early for us, where we enjoyed another substantial traditional Colombian breakfast. Fortified, we then drove into our destination, Sumapaz National Park. Reaching over 4,000 meters in elevation, this would be the highest point of our trip. Sumapaz is a paramo ecosystem, but notably drier than Chingaza and punctuated by glacial lakes. The landscape is stark and strikingly beautiful, dominated by shrubs and the tall espalitia plants living up to their name, frailejones. The park is the largest area of paramo on Earth. In contrast to Chingaza, Sumapaz felt truly wild. There were no headquarters, no marked trails, no lodging, and no restrooms. In fact, the park regulations suggested that the Park Service actively discouraged visits. Our main objective was to find high-elevation birds, specifically two species rarely found outside of the park, the green-bearded helmet crest and the Apollinar's wren. Given the lack of established trails, most of our birding was from the road, stopping at various wetlands and areas rich with flowering espalitia. The absence of visitors and birders using constant call playback made typically elusive birds surprisingly easy to spot. We had great views of the Bogota rail and saw Boyaca Antpittas so frequently they had their own road signs. We also easily located a Andean tit spinetail and, happily, the Apollinar's wren. We stopped at the park's only establishment for their special spiced coffee and cookies, all while being persistently dogged as we ate and birded around the grassland and stream. Our last stop on the way out proved successful. We finally got great views of the helmet crest, although, unfortunately, not a photo. We then headed south on the new highway between Bogota and Villavicencio, descending from 4,000 meters to 1,000 in less than 2 hours, stopping in Guayabital, where we left Ernie and the van behind to get into two four-wheel drive vehicles, one a 70-year-old Land Cruiser. We then went up. Our 7-kilometer trip will take us to the Reserva Natural Refugio del Tororoi. We started climbing up and up. Higher and higher. Almost an hour and 1,400 meters, or almost 5,000 feet later, we finally arrived at our destination. We watched the sunset while again force-fed dinner and trudged up 100 meters in the dark to our rooms, new and very pretty cabins that we promptly trashed, and headed to bed. Morning arrived at the preserve with sparkling bright skies. Tororoi is a family project. The Herrera family started it after Ariel took a local course in birds. Their land happened to be an area for protection of several endangered species, and the preserve has expanded with international help. We were met at our cabins by Shira, a precocious 10-year-old who knew her birds, and with her command of English, is the poster child for Duolingo. We did an early morning walk, adding an emerald-bellied puffleg, and headed to breakfast with Mama Herrera as the cook. While we waited for the big show, we ate while we soaked in the amazing weather and view, sneaking food to their dog, and enjoyed the display at the hummingbird feeders. There was also a moth screen full of interesting insects. At the precise time we headed off to the hide, the main reason for our visit. Several years ago, Ariel befriended a Cundinamarca, Antpitta. Only 300 to 800 exist in a small area of Colombia. We packed into the hide, where he calls to her his niña, and now with her bebe.
¿Listos? Niña. Mírela, ahí está.
He's coming. He's there.
It's there.
Yep, he's right there.
Señorita. Niña.
Next to my dad.
Niña. ¿Puedes tocar llamar el otro? Niña. Bebé. Niña. Hola, señorita. ¿Qué pasó? Oli. Tome, mire. Arriba ahí. Cuidado, no se asuste.
The show did not disappoint. Afterwards, we hiked some of the other trails until lunchtime. Then we packed up and slowly headed down, birding all the way. The last important stop, if you had the magnification, was to see the other important bird of the preserve, the rare black-and-chestnut eagle. Far in the distance, in a nest, was an adult with young. Ernie was waiting for us at the bottom, and we headed to our last destination. Out of the Andes and into the Amazonia plain.